AITA for not giving my former sil the necklace I had made from my wedding rings from my deceased husband? Am I the asshole? Sleepless yellow sun. Your NTA. The necklace is yours and it is wildly inappropriate for your former sister-in-law to ask for it. Greater than it would mean more to her as his sister than it would to me now that I was getting remarried. And moving on, that's ridiculous. I am sure she has other things that remind her of her brother. Of course. They're probably not jewels. But she has no connection to the ones in the necklace as you and he picked them out together. Greater than she said that I should get a new necklace and make new memories. I see nothing wrong with hanging on to a memento of someone who helped make you who you are. Ditto head forever. 9032. Absolutely NTA. Do not give her the necklace. This means nothing to her as she has no real memories attached to it. But you do. You and your husband picked up that ring on a vacation that you took together. In a moment where the stars aligned. It was not just a ring and is not just a pendant. It is part of your life. And it holds both the happiest and the saddest parts of it. And all of that made you who you are now. Your fiancé understands that without all these life experiences, you two might not even be together right now. He doesn't deny your past and the existence of someone you loved and that you carry him with you. Don't start now. Just because others think you can just erase the past. Time Water Traveler. 1251. D1. NTA. He is not your former husband. He is your late husband and will always be your late husband. The rings were something that sealed your bond between you and him, not anyone else, not his and his sister. Even though the rings are now a necklace, it still is a reminder of the life you had together. XA0. Your past is your past and you are allowed to keep stuff from the past, otherwise we would all have to get rid of heirlooms and other stuff from our pasts. Yes, you are moving on and you are in a new relationship and will even get married. But it does not mean your old relationship is worthless. It is not like you are living a new life. It does not work that way. You are you because of your past. XA0. Polly the Pony 1993. 2685. Greater than I told my best friend F28 about it and she said that it seemed strange that I was still so attached to it given its history and my new engagement. She thinks that I should probably give it to Ava as it would mean more to her. Why does it seem like everyone on AITA has incredibly shitty friends? You are NTA. Keep the peace for yourself. Okay Crumpet. 826. NTA. What a weird request and I'm shocked at your friend's response. It might be different if we were talking about his high school Letterman jacket or baseball card collection. Something that individually belonged to and represented him. These are literally your wedding rings, a symbol of your joint union. Why would anyone else want them or feel entitled to them? Weird. As others have mentioned, the only person's opinion I think matters, other than your own, is your new fiancé's. And even then, if his opinion was get rid of anything that reminds you of your first marriage so we can pretend it didn't happen, I'd question if he was mature enough to be married. He sounds like a good guy. Someone your first husband I hope would have liked. Congratulations and everyone else can kick rocks. OK_discount_7889. 138. 38. Inta, that necklace is your necklace. He's not your ex-husband or someone you fell out of love with. He passed away. You have every right to move on and still carry his ring, your necklace, with you. If you were comfortable giving it to her, fine, but you gave her an answer. Everyone else needs to respect that. That _girl 1204. 244. NTA. It is your jewelry that still holds great meaning to you. She had a lot of audacity to ask that of you. Congratulations on finding new love. IC_department_1423. 154. AITA for telling my wife she needs to apologize to my mother, and I agree that she will not be giving her step-grandson for his birthday this time. Am I the asshole? Dense_preference_609. NTA. But dude, what's wrong with your wife? Even if they only brought a card, she had no right to cause a scene. Blended families can be hard, and it doesn't happen overnight. Your wife is acting like an entitled brat. If I was your parents, I would be the one cutting contact with your wife. XA0. Out of ducks to give. 1700. NTA. So her folks get to treat your daughters as lesser. But if her son gets one present less, it's a problem? Excuse me? Your wife went so far out of line with her rant, there's no walking back from that. A card could have money or a gift card. It could have had notice of a savings or college account. The nerve to think that her son deserves better than your daughters is absurd and hypocritical. Not creative at all. 16. 1035. NTA. You wife of way out of line. That's some deep-seated issues she has. Your parents don't deserve to be treated like this by your current wife. Her behavior is inexcusable. She has absolutely no right to try and put a blockade between your mother and your children's relationship. You should watch carefully how your wife speaks about your mother in front of your kids. She is going to try and poison the relationship because your wife is not a stable woman. Bulbasaur Ranch. 6225. NTX. What a mess. 1. He's a stepkid. They don't always get the same gifts from the grandparents. 2. A Switch game might have been equal value to the gifts the girls bought. 3. No mention of how he feels about any of this. 4. Your wife has a serious chip and needs to check herself. As a kid, I didn't always get the same gifts as my sister. My grandma adored having a granddaughter. She raised 3 boys, so a grandson wasn't that big of a deal. My folks helped me to understand and to learn to accept the gifts I got. They were still generous and loving. Just not as big a deal as my sister got. I was older and learned to live with it. I mean, shit. I got a video game. What do I care if my sister got 2x as much as I did? I just wanted to play. Your wife needs to get over herself. Demented Alpaca. 232. Well, your wife sure stuck her foot in it, didn't she? You are absolutely right that your wife needs to apologize to your parents. She needs to grovel. And I really hope none of this drama gets back to the kids. They don't need this shit in their lives. NTA. Euthanasia 63. 366. 6. XA0. My wife lost it at her and called her a ton of names. That she was cheap and would give more than a card to the girls. My mom told her she is a stuck-up dick and ripped open the card. XA0 inches. NTA. It sounds like your wife has major issues and should seek therapy. Stonewall Brigade 21. 163. NTA. I am not very fond of your wife. Though, I hope she can give a very sincere apology to your mom. But I am not hopeful she'll do so. Tempting Penguin 369. 77. AITA for telling my mom I did not want her there when I got home from deployment. Am I the asshole? Extreme Bus 7141. Blatantly abusing my mod powers in the form of this gift for you. Op. https. i.imager.com/p1quip.gif. Snossage Fest. 1. Good job finally standing up to her. Stop giving her info and stop talking to her, Mom, until you learn to act like an adult and stop trash talking my wife to me. I will not be communicating with you. I am very disappointed in you and how incredibly selfish and immature you are acting. Don't make your wife deal with this jerk. Nerd is _ verb. 5266. NTA. Your mom is guilt-tripping you. You don't owe her anything. She had the choice to raise you. She wasn't forced to, so for her to say greater than, I've been here for you since before you were born. She's been here for 4 years, is crazy to me. She's an example of a manipulative parent. Here's a paragraph from an article about manipulative parents and their signs. Parents using emotional blackmail will often threaten to withdraw their love or approval if the child does not comply with their wishes. This can manifest as guilt-tripping the child, making them feel responsible for the parent's happiness, or expressing extreme disappointment when the child does not meet their expectations. Not Caden. 1351. NTA. Many. 30+ years ago I worked with a woman whose husband had been in the army. She told me about the hail and farewell ceremonies that were held with respect to deployments. When soldiers returned, only the wives were encouraged to attend the ceremony to greet their husbands and make other arrangements for their children. The point was that the husband-wife relationship should be re-established first. I'm not sure of the time frame, maybe 20 minutes. Maybe more than an hour. I have no idea. After that, the soldier would be reunited with his kids, while his wife was present. This was the family being reunited. No soldier's mother, siblings, etc. were part of that ceremony. Your mom needs to stop this immediately. Enjoy your time together again. When you're both ready for company, your mom can find a hotel. Edit. Clarity. M's lead. 323. NTA. At least she stopped trying to get into your home when you got more specific on how you and your wife would be greeting each other. BK Worm Trisha. 338. 30. NTA. EU. I have a teenage son. My greatest hope for him is that he finds a partner who will love him and treat him like gold. Who he loves and treats like gold in return. I want him to find happiness and make his own life with his own person because everyone should be able to experience love like that. I want him to build a life with someone and prioritize them because that's the only way a romantic relationship can thrive. Any mother who doesn't want that for her kids is fucking weird. Lost_dish 4290. 118. NTA. There's a Facebook group your mom needs an invite to. It's called, The Boy Moms Are Getting Weird and Incesty Again. Hot Cheeks _PCT. 197. 90. NTA. Op. Look up the terms, emotional incest, and enmeshment. Your relationship with your mom is very unhealthy. You are doing the right thing by creating boundaries and standing firm. That kinky lady. 49. AITA for telling my sister to take her engagement ring off? Am I the asshole? Empty Jellyfish 2427. NTA. Your mom is an though. She think yours the jealous one? I think you would be smart enough to not be wanting to get engaged or married at 17. Your sister was being jealous of attention not being on her. She knew exactly what she was doing. Leave Tom to enjoy his honeymoon and tell him what happened later. I am sure he'll understand that you said what you said out of concern for him and especially his new wife. East Librarian 2214. 5852. Oh, Lily knew exactly what she was doing. WTH with siblings trying to steal thunder like this? NTA. And I hope you can explain to Tom what Lily was trying to do at his wedding. ETA. After the honeymoon. ETA. Highlighting a comment below because you, the Dark Helmet 1985 worded things perfectly. Greater than the Dark Helmet 1985. Agreed. The fact she left early after being called out tells me she knows she was wrong and all her fun from getting people to ask her about the ring was over because she got caught before damage could be done. No normal person, let alone a sibling, leaves their sibling's wedding early because another sibling's called them on BS. That's very shady. Permalink. https L96QQIZ. I am Irene. 2054. Or, NTA. If she didn't want to draw attention to it, she would have told people ahead of the wedding. 100% she wanted to draw attention to herself. And more troubling was that your mom was going to let her. Is she the golden child? Quote, not creative at all. 16. 571. 1. Jesus people, she got engaged. Engaged woman wear a ring. She didn't make a scene about it and decided to wait till after to make an announcement. She did nothing wrong and it would have been weird and rude to her fiancé to not wear her engagement ring. Unhappy vegetable 118. 730. Automod *****. Thanks for posting. This comment is a copy of your post so readers can see the original text if your post is edited or removed. This comment is not accusing you of copying anything. Read this. https www.reddit.com/r/amethysthole/wiki/fac#wiki_post_deletion. Before contacting the mod team, https www.reddit.com/message/compose 2=%2fr%2f. Am I the asshole? *******. Hi, so I need some help on this issue. I, 17F, have two older siblings, Lily, 22F, and Tom, 24M. Last weekend it was Tom's wedding. He married my sil Leia, 23F. It was a really beautiful wedding and everyone was so happy for them. However, at the beginning of the ceremony I noticed Lily had a ring on her ring finger. I hadn't heard anything about an engagement from Lily and neither had anyone else, so I spoke to her before anyone else noticed and asked what was going on, and she told me she was engaged. Of course I was happy for her, but I asked when it happened and she said last week, which was interesting because I saw Lily 3 days prior to the wedding and she wasn't wearing it. Knowing my sister, I knew what she was doing, so I immediately told her to take it off. She looked at me like I had just killed her dog or something. She asked me why and I told her it was rude to draw attention to it at someone else's wedding. Because nobody knew that she was engaged yet and people would question her about it undoubtedly. Because nobody was going to miss the huge rock on her ring finger. She said that even if they did pick up on it, why is it such a big deal, and I told her it would take away from Leia and Tom's special day. She stormed off in a huff and told my mom about it. Which apparently my mom knew Lily was engaged, and my mom pulled me aside and told me it was mean to tell Lily to take her ring off and that I shouldn't act out over jealousy. I was actually really happy for her, I just didn't think it was the time or place for an announcement like that. Lily ended up leaving the wedding early, which really upset Tom, but he didn't know why she left. I feel really bad for both upsetting Tom and Lily. So AITA? I am a bot. And this action was performed automatically. Please contact the moderators of this subreddit. Message, compose, =r, am I the asshole? If you have any questions or concerns. Auto moderator. 4. YTA. Even if I subscribe to the idea that nobody at a wedding is allowed to talk about anything other than the bride and groom, I don't. And even if Lily deliberately hid her engagement ring from everyone in order to maximize the chance people would ask her about it at the wedding, you don't know this. This was a suspicion. And even if Tom would have cared about the first two things, you give no reason to think he would. You overstep your bounds by telling your sister to remove her engagement ring. So yes, in this case, you made a mistake. Rikutopas. 314.